Well, time's moving now, right, as we're just 47 days until the November general election to decide a president. And there are growing concerns about the threat to voting machines. Channel 2's Justin Gray live in D.C., where Georgia Congressman Justin proposing new legislation to strengthen cyber protections at the polls.
Justin, Georgia Congressman Hank Johnson says hackers are a step ahead of local election officials when it comes to technology, but his proposed solution is already drawing criticism from Georgia's Secretary of State.
We should not wait for something to happen.
Instead, in the shadow of the U.S. Capitol, Georgia Congressman Hank Johnson proposed two new bills to protect electronic voting machines from hacking.
It's a clear and present danger to our electoral process.
Last month, Secretary of Homeland Security Jay Johnson sounded the alarm of the vulnerability of voting machines to cyber attack.
There you go.
In the wake of the alleged Russian hack of Democratic Party computers, Secretary Johnson proposed the idea of declaring voting machines critical infrastructure, protected like the water supply and electric grid. White House officials say it would give them more resources to put toward the issue. Now, Hank Johnson wants to do that by law.
The crooks have gotten out ahead. The bad actors have gotten out ahead of where we are.
But many secretaries of state across the country oppose the move, as do some conservatives, concerned it's a case of the federal government overstepping its bounds.
I don't mean to be flippant, but do we really want to create a new TSA for elections in this country, or a new postal service? I just don't think we need that.
The other bill Johnson proposed would go even farther, requiring any new voting machines local communities purchase have paper records. And I did reach out to Georgia's Secretary of State, Brian Kemp. He does not like these proposed bills. He told me in a statement that, quote, it's a federal takeover of elections. Now, Kemp is one of just 4 Secretary of States from across the country working with the Department of Homeland Security on best practices for cyber protections for voting machines. He says that's fine, but he doesn't want any directives coming down from the federal government. Reporting live tonight in Washington, Justin Gray, Channel 2 Action News.